So sorry, I'm just so emotional. 'Cause learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Oh, give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. And if I fail, if I succeed, at least I will live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. 'Cause learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love. And if I chance that special place that you've been dreaming of, that leads you to a lonely place. Oh, find your strength in, oh, in love. Oh, baby. Thank you so much.
When I was growing up, we never used to hear anything about cancer. We used to think it was a disease for other races.
I have indeed been influenced by cancer in one of my friends, and she passed away last night.
My brother-in-law was misdiagnosed for a long time, and he had leiomyosarcoma. By the time that they actually confirmed what it was, it had already spread through most of his body, and he died not very long after that.
My PhD research was actually with adolescents with cancer, and I was absolutely astounded by what they'd been through and their resilience and their views on life at such a young age. It was quite a profound experience.
We had this ward which had many beds with women essentially dying of cervical cancer, and it was quite an undignified death.
Every individual, every person has the right to the best quality of care that medical science can provide. We don't have that situation in our country. We have gross inequities between private and public.
I think research is really important, and it came to me that research would help me answer the questions as to why is this happening. And it's not just answering the why, but then using those results to make a difference.
It's only when we zoom out a little bit and look at the whole system that we can begin to effect change that will make an impact on individuals' lives.
So it's very important that what we do and the services that we offer are evidence-based. So in terms of our health campaigns that we run, the service delivery that we offer to cancer survivors, and our advocacy efforts.
What drove me into it was trying to answer this question: what can I contribute to policy? What can I contribute to anything that can make somebody make an informed decision?
We often need to arm our advocates with research evidence.
What is really wonderful now is that we are getting much better, hard facts, data, so that we can really tell people, if you have this, this is the risk, and these are the management options.
It's not only about the data, it's about the story behind the data. What message can you bring over through that data?
I think it's really important to have local funders so that we're driving our local agenda. We are asking and giving answers to questions that affect our communities.
My hope would be that it not only be a journal article, but that it be translated into real policy change.
Going forward, we'll be having very targeted projects on areas where there is an identified gap and need. I think this ultimately will enable us to have a much bigger impact in terms of our contribution to cancer control in South Africa.
I didn't think that as somebody from a purely mathematical background, I could be funded by CANSA, and I'm happy that there's somebody who saw the value of mathematical models in cancer research.
Without the cancer funding, most of my work would not have been possible at all, I'm telling you.
From all the funders, they are nearest to my heart.
Cancer funding has been really, really important for the research in my lab, and it's also been important for the training, obviously, of postgraduate students. So I am really, really thankful to CANSA for the funding that they gave us.
For me to be funded by CANSA, I'm very grateful, because it gives me the tools to absolutely apply my mind, collect samples, have them analyzed, and come to a conclusion. And it means it's research that matters.
We've brought the person back into research. There's far more consideration of the impact on an individual.
It's Lockdown Live, Cansathon 2020. I think you can agree with me. We've gotten the show off to an absolutely spectacular start. Noor Abrams, just vocally gifted. I mean, just coming today, and I think you get the sense that the emotion was just incredibly raw. And yeah, we come today out of a sense of celebration, but it's also a really strong appeal. If you spend a couple of minutes watching that video, you'll realize just how important it is that effective fundraising takes place so that the fight against cancer can be taken to greater heights. Very difficult at the moment with this lockdown still in full effect. Money in very short supply everywhere. And as a result, we've put together this Cansathon, and all that we ask that you do in exchange for this free concert this afternoon is pledge. The details are on your screen, so please give, and give very, very generously. I'm sure you saw the Velge Fritje behind me there. She is amped. She is good to go. She's our next performer. Vocally, lyrically, and as a music writer, she is in a league entirely of her own. She's come along today to keep us entertained. Please give a massive welcome wherever you are to Ms. Claire Phillips.
So I know you're at home, right? And you're cozy, cause this is this type of weather, you know. It's gotta get you going. I can't hear you, I can't see you, but what I can do is I can feel you. Yeah? Hey. So wherever you are right now, wherever you are in South Africa, wherever you are in the world, put your hands up like this, yo. Put your hands up, hands up, hands up. Put your hands up, hands up. Okay, here we go. Hey. Now listen. You say that you've got so much love for me. Why did you up and leave, baby? Unfortunately, this love was not meant to be. Now is it possible for me to love again? I have no regrets when it comes to you. Hey, even after all that you put me through. to love you with all I have inside. Listen, hey, you glide by, you make it look so easy. I'm forcing introspection of who I'm really meant to be. Your thoughts are beautiful, no chemical imbalance. Hey, you know that being an African woman is a science. I mean to say is, I think you're wonderful. You haven't noticed to hang on each syllable I utter as you speak. Information starts to flow from your lips to my cerebral calico. I paint pretty pictures of places long gone. I listen attentively to each lesson. Yo, I'm a strong black girl, can't wait forever. Huh. It's not like you don't know me, it's now or never. Ooh, say that you got so much love for me. Why did you up and leave? Unfortunately, this love was not meant to be. How is it possible for me to love again? I have no regrets when it comes to you. Even after all of the shit that you put me through. And I know I've tried to love you with all I have inside. So this is the part where you take out your phone and you do the responsible thing. You do the right thing. You open up the bank app and press send. On the screen, somewhere, there's a barcode. You can scan it. CANSA is one of, it's such an amazing organization. My mother, Bernadette Allen Phillips, is a cancer survivor. So it is only right that I'm here to help, not just cancer, but help them help other people. Yeah? Hey. Ooh. Hey. Hey. Come over here, baby. Hey. Come over here, baby. Yeah. Come over here, baby. Hey. Just give it to me a little bit like this, hey. You say that you got so much love for me. Do ya? Why did you up and leave? Baby, unfortunately, this love was not meant to be. How is it possible for me to love again? I have no regrets when it comes to that you put me through. And I know I've tried to love you with all I am inside. Do you feel that? Yo, Lord, do you feel that? Can you feel that? I'm so grateful to be back on the stage. We find ourselves in trying times, yo. So what we gonna do? You gonna fall? Or you gonna take your power back? You gonna do the right thing? Let's help cancer help other people. I am Claire Phillips, yo. Okay, woo, crowd goes wild, because that's normally what happens here, right? Normally, yeah. So, the next song I'm gonna do, we didn't rehearse, and I don't think they know we're gonna play it, but I'm gonna play it anyway, because that's what I do. That's how I roll, man. For me, it's about the music, guys. Come on, if I'm feeling something, I'm gonna feel it. And you know what I'm feeling right now? Goddamn, play for me. Baby, was I wouldn't it? Net so liggies. You have caught me. I am deeper. You've got my heart, and it's alright. You have got me so high, living up on cloud nine. You take my breath away each time. Let's go. Is it hard for me to say that I adore you, baby, in each and every way? I thought you should know I'm thinking about you. Ooh, hey, I'm thinking about you. You asked me what I'm doing in the lockdown. I'm thinking about you. Hey, you have caught me. I am deeper. You've got my heart, and it's okay. You have got me so high, living up on cloud nine. You just take my breath away each time. Yeah. So is it wrong for me to say that I adore you, baby, in each and every way? I thought you should. I'm just thinking. I keep thinking. Hey, what's up, Roy? You okay? You cool? You've been playing, man. You've been blessed. You mind to play for me real quick? Hey. So is it wrong for me to say that I adore you, baby, in each and every way? Sing, I thought you should know I'm thinking about you, baby. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. I'm thinking, I keep thinking about you, baby. I keep thinking about you, baby. I keep. I'm thinking about you, babe. I'm thinking about you, babe. Keep it there. I'm thinking about the little things you do. The things you do that makes me say, ooh. I You know what it is. Show us some love in the comments. Show us some love by donating. Do the right thing. I hope you enjoyed that. I got 2 more songs to do for you. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stick it. Can I have some water, please? Anybody? Somebody? Understand that soon you'll see that you bring out the best in me. If circumstances are different, baby, whichever ever and the day our lives through, I wanna feel your hand in mine, hold you close and make sweet love to you all the time. You see right through these walls of mine. Feels so good in love, it's all because of you. Let's go to doing what you do when you do all the little things you do to me. When you say the things, all the little things you say to me. Baby, I'm amazed at the love you give. Don't you ever go away from me. I love the way it feels. It feels so good to do what you do when you do all the little things you do to me. When you say the things, all the little things you say to me. Baby, I'm amazed at the love you give. Don't you ever go away from me. Remembering the time we shared, it feels like it was heaven sent. You still reach for my hand, and when we're together, everything it feels okay. I wanna feel your hand in mine, hold you close and make sweet love to you all the time. Hey, you see right through these walls of mine. It feels so good in love, it's all because of you. Sing to doing what you do when you do all the little things you do to me. When you say the things, all the little things you say to me. Baby, I'm amazed at the love you give. Don't you ever go away from me. La 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 la. Doing what you do. Hey, when you say the thing that you say, ooh, baby, I'm amazed. I love the way it feels. It feels so good. Doing what you do when you do all the little things you do to me. When you say the things, all the little things you say to me. Baby, I'm amazed at the love you give. Don't you ever go away from me. I love the way it feels. It feels so good. I love you like I knew. That was a banger of a track. That's the one, guys. That's the one. So that song got a lot of love from radio. Yeah. Shout out to the radio stations playing original music. Now, for my finale. Ik lijk me zo uitstiek, man. You know? And ever since I started performing live and sharing my soul with people, this song is one of those songs that I can't go anywhere, not even to like my friend's braai, without singing it. Whether I'm singing it a cappella or just me and my guitar. But I think this is the song that defines who Claire Phillips is. Or it's one of those definitive moments in my career. That's what this song is. And I want to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to share this with all of you. Allow me to show you a side that you rarely see. Let's go. Imagination sets you free sometimes, and where you go is up to you. Reality can be so hard sometimes, and it's okay if you're here with me. Yeah. So is it the way you say my name? That look in your eyes makes me your slave. There's no one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. Is it the way you say my name? That look in your eyes makes me your slave. No one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. Hey, your potion's flowing through my veins, and I am hypnotized by your smile. Did you know that your energy is taking over me? And I feel chills moving up and up and up and down my spine. Is it the way you say my name? That look in your eyes makes me your slave. There's no one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. Is it the way you say my name? That look in your eyes. There's no one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. And I know deep inside that it feels right. Now with this complex situation, all that beautiful temptation, I wanna be lost in your creation for all time. So is it the you say my name and look in your eyes makes me your slave? There's no one to blame. Hey. That's so pretty, Royston. The way you say my name makes me a slave, makes me a slave. Can we try something real quick? Can you give me like a nice organy pad that's just there at the bottom for me, please? And this is what art is. It's being able to create in the moment. Hey, yeah, I like the way that feels. Can I have a nice muted bass? Low, can I have a click or or a snap on your pad? Yeah. Is it the way you say? Is it the way you say? Is it the way you say my name? Ooh, hey. Ooh, hey. Is it the way you? Is it the way you? Hey, is it the way you? Is it the way? I wanna do the things that lovers do. I wanna go for a cruise, just me and you, baby. Is it the way you say my name? The way you say, the way you say, do that with me. The way you say, the way you say, hey, the way you say, the way you say my name. That look in your, that look in your, that look in your. Is it the way you say my name? That look in your eyes makes me your slave. There's no one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. Is it the way you say my name? That look in your eyes makes me your slave. There's no one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. That felt so good after not performing for so long. Wow. Yeah. Me and you, Roy. So is it the way you say my name, that look in your eyes makes me your slave. There's no one to blame, but baby, you put a spell on me. In case you forgot, I am Clay Phillips.
Yay! This was free of charge, this thing that we're laying on like this. Just so, without anybody needing to pay for anything. I mean, this is unbelievable. Claire Phillips, come back up here for one moment. You can't do what you just did and walk off that stage with, yeah.
That was liquor.
Listen, it's been a long time, you know.
Man, it's been a minute.
People with talent like yours have not been able to showcase it to anybody for the longest time. I mean, this lockdown, not just from a financial point of view as crippled artists, but artists like you don't get to express yourself. That's got to have been the toughest one.
Dude, I was waiting for someone to ask me this question. So the lockdown has affected us all, right? For some of us in more ways than for others. Lockdown for me, believe it or not, was a little bit of a blessing. Because sometimes life can get so hectic and so busy that you forget about the art. You forget about the music. So this lockdown forced me into my studio. Because now I have time. And what we've been creating in studio is... Julle sien wysie.
Die was nog niks.
Nee, this is die shorts. Die stuk moet nog begin.
This is old stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's forced me to be creative. I'm feeling super inspired right now after that performance.
Yeah.
I hope it inspired you to get out your wallets and donate to this worthy cause.
For sure. Listen, the comments have gone berserk. And there's a thing that you do. I mean, I've said this about you, but I've said it about our city. I've been on stages across the country. There are very few places where you can confidently say things like, we didn't rehearse it, but we're going to perform it anyway. Or go with me on this, and the band goes with you.
You've got to have
this is a Cape Town vibe, right?
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a feeling, you know. And I'm blessed. The guys on stage, they feel my energy. So I can go wherever I want to. I can change the song. I can flip the song. Hulle gaan saamkom.
Hulle moet saamkom. Claire, that was awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
What an incredible talent. Listen, the comments are going absolutely berserk. I'm just having a look on the YouTube channel where we're broadcasting. And thanks to Penny Lane Studios for making available this absolutely awesome venue. It's about what happens on stage, but it's about what you do to harness the technology at your disposal, either SnapScan or an EFT or a WhatsApp. All those details are on your screen. Let's go to Fadwa Walker, who's at the Cansathon headquarters. She's part of the team managing those pledge lines. Let's find out how things are going there, Fadwa.
Hope you guys are still enjoying the concert. So our next pledge that we received is from Stacey Jane. She is the founder of African Secret. You should have seen her logo advertised on the concert. And Stacey wants to pledge that her friends and family and her fellow entrepreneurs donate any amount that they can towards this very worthy cause. So I just wanted to share with you, currently we are standing at 6,015 Rand from all the pledges and all the donations that we have received. And I just want to urge you to continue pledging and send your pledges to 060-379-0094. All funds raised are going to go to the CANSA Care Homes. And as you know, we need lots of money to continue keeping our 10 CANSA Care Homes across the country, you know, just operational, making sure that the patients can go for their life-saving cancer treatment and also receive accommodation and meals. So thank you. Keep on pledging. That number again is 060-379-0094, and you can just send a WhatsApp. Thank you.
All right, now listen, the Spirit, it's amazing what the Spirit does, eh? The Spirit moves many people to pledge. We need that same Spirit to move people to pay. It's all fair and well pledging on the WhatsApp line. You're all opgat and so on, and you want to give money. Yeah, it's about making good on that pledge, okay? It doesn't help anybody to say you are going to give and then you don't give. And just think about this value proposition, you know, not only is this concert free, but you're not paying petrol money to travel to it. I mean, if you were to pledge just that, you know, if you were to go to any venue in Cape Town, it probably is $50 there or back if you hop in your car. Give just that. A meal before a show, a couple of drinks, popcorn during interval, whatever it is you would have bought. Maybe give just that money. We're not even asking for the ticket money, just the logistics money that you would have spent had you gone to a show like this. It is world-class entertainment. It's offered to you absolutely free of charge on this platform. And all we ask is that you make a donation to a really, really worthwhile cause. We have already explained to you where that money is going, but perhaps just to drive that message home a little bit stronger, here's the Anthea Bingle providing a tribute.
I'm Anthea Bingle. I am from Cancer Relay for Life Athlone, and I'm a cancer warrior.
I'm Astrid Abrams, daughter of Anthea Binkle. I am her only child that she gave birth to, although she has a lot of other children that she takes care of and loves. My mom is just someone who draws people. She's not going to talk about herself. She's not going to be boastful about the things that she does. But people just kind of draw towards her, and it's something amazing to kind of see. Because what my mom does is she becomes this fighter, almost like a little shrink, that everyone else can deal with this process with her in a positive way.
The first survival lap that I ever did, I was crying the whole lap. The amount of love, the amount of inspiration that you get on the track with other survivors. It was an acknowledgement that I've survived. As a family, we've got to know each other. We know each other's strengths, we know each other's weaknesses, we know when to step in, when to step back. And I think for me, the value of Cancer Relay for Life Pathlon family is knowing there's somebody on the other side. So whatever you're going through, you don't feel that you are alone, because you know that there's always somebody on the other side.
It was so amazing to see how many people actually love my mom. My mom is in good hands.
To be a role model, not only to my daughter, but to other people as well. As an individual, I can only do so much, but as a collective, we can do so much together. I think that is my legacy that I would like to leave. There is always somebody on the other side, but you have to reach out. Live life to your fullest, to enjoy what you are doing, and just to embrace life. So whatever you're going through, you don't feel that you are alone. You know that there's always somebody on the other side.
All the details on your screen. There's absolutely no reason for you not to dig and maybe to dig deep. Let's see how much money we're able to raise. Let's try and put a spectacular number by 7 o'clock to what this Cansathon has been able to raise. The entertainment is free of charge. The love that you're getting from the artists, that too is free of charge. All that we ask is for a simple donation, as much as you're able to give. And even in tough times, people are digging deep and they're giving. Just see on the pledge line, Brukman Adams giving $500. Now, if you know how artists in our city are struggling, they've not earned a cent in many months now. For even the struggling artists to say, we too have a story to tell. We too have been affected by cancer. We too are wanting to make a donation. If they can do it, those of us who are decidedly better off should dig even deeper. So those pledge details on the screen in front of you. Okay. Our next artist is just part of the musical landscape in our city. Somebody whose career has just skyrocketed. We've come to know and love. Somebody who, round about now, should actually have had a sold-out concert at Grand Arena. The lockdown has meant that concert's been postponed. Thousands of people would have paid a premium to see this person perform on stage. We're offering him to you absolutely free of charge. He is an absolute maestro at his chosen instrument. I remember having interviewed him, it was just last year on air, and said, how did you fall in love with a saxophone? You know, sometimes you ask a simple question and you get the most amazing answer in return. The answer was, I didn't fall in love with the saxophone. I wanted to play the trumpet. Maar ek het mos tande getrek, man. Toe moet ek maar die saxophone gaan speel het. So this is not even the instrument he really wants to play, but he's damn good at it. That good that we've invited him to be on the stage today at the Lockdown Live Cansathon, wherever you are, alone, in numbers, whatever your set of circumstances at the moment, please let's make a virtual, massive, massive noise as we welcome on stage Don Vino Prince.
people break up, yeah, turn around and make up. I just can't see you never do that to me. I'll never be untrue. Well, never. Sounds so good and bad and happy and sad. Yeah. Hey, baby, let's stay together, loving you ever, never. Times are good and bad and happy and sad. You know it's good or bad, happy or sad. You know it's good or bad, happy or sad. You know. Let's stay together. Yo, D-Man.
Clay Phillips, man. I feel honored just to be on the same stage as her, man. So good to be here. I'm honored. I'm thankful. And I'm so glad for you guys tuning in. I see all the comments on the comment section on YouTube. You guys are just amazing, man. We thank you for the support, for the love. And I mean, even though we're not close together, we can still feel the energy here. So thank you so much. We're going to keep it going. And wherever you are in the world, get up and dance for this next one. Snap your fingers. Do the moonwalk. Whatever you want to do. Ons as jy maar lekker tyd het. You can put your hands together wherever you are. Enjoy yourself. Getting an old school. Lauren Jonas on the drums. Ashwin on bass. So, put your hands together like this, man. Probeer julle by a groot festival. And everyone is doing this. Here we go. Take it back to Cape Town. Thank you so much. Yo, my stem is in the drums.
You know, I'm starting to realize I'm the luckiest person in this venue because everybody else has a job to do while this is on the go. We've got loads of technical people. They're running around making sure that this world-class production is coming to you as part of Lockdown Live, Cansathon. All I'm doing is standing watching. I am an audience of one. I feel like royalty. This is like a command performance for me. I'm the only person who gets to see this live. It's absolutely incredible. It really is. But I'm sure it's as incredible where you are. If you're stuck in front of a TV Maybe you and your family have gathered. Maybe in this weather, there are a couple of taties who braaiing outside. There's always an uncle. Nee, ek braai pas reg. Het maak nie saak nie. Maybe you're braaiing and the music's playing in the background. Maybe you're sitting sort of huddled in bed, watching on a laptop, watching on your phone, wherever it is you're consuming this. This is a world-class production which has been laid on for you as part of Cansathon 2020. We're trying to raise as much money as we can in the fight against cancer, so that we have more stories of survival that we're able to share. It's vitally important. We can fight this by surviving, by winning. There's a pledge line that we'd love for you please to contribute to. It's vitally important that you do that. And just on that score, our thanks to In1 City. They've come on board as a bronze sponsor of the Lockdown Live Cansathon 2020. So thank you very much to them. Is Don Vino still around? I mean, they must now can't just play and go and so on. A person must now also talk to them, find out how they are. Fast the missing. See the bathroom. Where is he? Let's get him up here for just a couple of moments. We've got a few more performers that we need to introduce to you. We're with you till about 7 o'clock this evening. 2 more performances to round it out. And maybe you missed it a bit earlier, but we had Noor Abrams who started and I think set the perfect tone. You know, this is a time for reflection. It's also a time just to look back on and remember those that we've lost along the way. And some of the other COVID-19 and just how this lockdown has affected all of us has given each of us an opportunity just to think about those that we'd have lost along the way. A very emotional start to our show this afternoon with Noor. We then moved into the immensely talented Claire Phillips. Words fail me when it comes to describing the level of talent and ability, vocal and otherwise. Just that musical mind is second to none. And then we've just had Don Vino Prince. If you recovered, just get up here, mate, for a couple of seconds. Yeah, you can say hello, every man. So there's your mic. How's it going, man? Yeah. How are you, man?
Lekker, my bro. Lekker, man. Lekker.
Is het nog altijd zo kort?
En nat.
When I did nothing in lockdown, you could have grown a bit.
Ik had hakskoenen aan.
Yeah, you can't see. So listen, I mean, lockdown, it's you know, I keep saying this to all the artists. I mean, you had big things. We'd spoken just a couple of weeks ago. You should have, I mean, sold out Grand Arena, you know. I mean, you were there. It was in the palm of your hand.
Sad, man. Out of my reach.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
But it is what it is, yeah.
It is what it is, you know.
What have you been up to during lockdown?
Braai, you know, braai.
Je kan sien, ja.
Bietjie weight opgetel, you know.
Ah.
Die hemd het 'n bietjie tighter, al die goedes, you know. But yeah, I've been working. Oh yeah, I've been working on some stuff.
Okay.
On an album, busy with the album now. And then I've got July coming, Christmas in July coming, which is Christmas Eve in July, actually.
No.
Dus 24 July.
What date is that? I'm just going to diarize now. Yeah, no, but
24th of July, I'm doing online Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. No, the 24th is a Friday.
Ja, dat is hij.
Yes,
dat is hij. En was het sneeuw, was allerlei goed als ik speel, maar het is niet sneeuw niet. Yeah, but Christmas in July, I think tickets are $70, I think.
Okay.
I think so. And you can get it at Quicket.
Okay.
Now you can get it at Quicket now.
Now. And we can sell that one out also.
Alsjeblieft,
you must only do sold out shows.
Can we do more than Mark?
Yeah.
Let's go to 50,000 tickets, please.
No, sure, yeah. I think Mark has given us all something to aspire to. And you know, an issue like this, I mean, cancer, it's affected all of us. We all have a story to tell. We all of us stand here humbled at what this disease is able to do to families, to communities, the level of destruction that it's brought about. I mean, there must be a reason that you've said yes to perform here today.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I've just seen a lot of people being affected by this, by cancer, and my dad as well, you know, and my aunt. So whenever there's an event raising funds for cancer awareness, I have to say yes, man. You know, just to show my support and just raise awareness around it. You know, that's my thing. Yeah.
Well, Don Vino, thanks a million, mate.
Thanks so much, man.
We've got to applaud the spirit with which all of our artists are performing here today. They themselves are going through an absolute horror story from a professional point of view. Not able to perform, and if you don't perform, you don't earn. But that's not stopped them from laying on their talent for you to enjoy, but also for a cause such as this to benefit. We are here today in support of the Cancer Association of South Africa, known as CANSA. And we'd love for you, with details on the screen, we'd love for you please to contribute as generously as your circumstances allow. In a couple of minutes, we'll check back in at headquarters. We'll find out just where we are as far as pledges are concerned and what's happening behind the scenes. Based on the comments we're seeing on the YouTube channel, the Penny Lane Studios YouTube channel where you're watching this, if as many people are giving as are commenting, and if they are giving with the same spirit that they're commenting, I think we're going to swell the coffers tremendously. Our thanks also to Penny Lane Studios for making this venue available, Brukman Consulting for putting all the logistics and planning in place, and it's translated into Lockdown Live Cansathon that we are all part of today. Our next performer, you know, I've had the pleasure over the course of many years now of working with every single one of the performers here today, but some of the other, this is a very special story. The others are performers in their own right. They are performers of long standing. This is a story that that took a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears to turn into the success that it was today. I remember having spotted him singing in the back line as part of the chorus and the backup singers for a number of artists, and there was just something that was yearning to be able to make that transition from the back there somewhere to the center of the stage with a microphone in hand. Wasn't an easy journey. A lot of knocks along the way, a lot of disappointment, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of long conversations with people like us in the industry to find out, is it really worth it? Is it worth this struggle? Is it going to amount to anything? Well, the story has had an incredible ending. And as part of that ending, we've had sold-out shows at the Grand Arena, multiple of them, with another one we're hoping in the pipeline in just a couple of months. We're spoiled today to have on stage the immensely talented Robin Peters.
Je gaat ons, yeah. Compliment what she does. Send her roses just because. If it's violin she loves, let them play. Dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer all night long. Ask her to stay, find 100 ways. Don't forget there could be an old lover in the memory. If you need her so much more, why don't you say, maybe she has it in her mind that she's just wasting her time. Love her today, find 100 ways. Being cool won't help you keep the love warm. You just blow your only chance. Take the time to open up your heart. That's the secret of romance. Sacrifice if you care. Buy you some moonlight too. If it's one more star she wants, go all the way. 'Cause in your arms tonight guess I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Oh, babe, you don't know what you do to me, girl. No, 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 no. Sometimes I forget to say the things I should say to you. I like the way that you make me feel. You make me feel. Your love makes me strong when things go wrong. Oh, I bet you didn't even know that. You're my sunshiny days when skies are gray. Oh, I bet you didn't even know that. You're my everything. My whole world revolves around you. In times of despair, you prove to me that your love is real. I like the way that you make me feel. You make me feel so proud. I am to be able to call you my own. Oh, babe, in your love I found me a home. Found me a home. Your love makes me strong when things go wrong. Oh, I bet you didn't even know that. You're my sunshiny days when skies are gray. Oh, I bet you didn't even know that. You're my everything. My whole world revolves around. Yeah, I bet you didn't even know that. I bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't even know that. I bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't even know that. I bet you didn't know. I bet you didn't know. I bet you didn't even know that. Oh, I bet you didn't even know that. You're my everything. My whole world revolves around you. You're my everything. My whole world revolves around you. You're my everything. My whole world revolves around. The crowd sings. You. Woo! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Graag naar oud. Het was my 30th birthday. Yeah. In the muziekbedrijf nou. So I want to talk about a little bit of our experience, if you don't mind. Chat amongst yourselves. Daar bij deze. It's gonna be chill. So, when I was 17 years old, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. And I think this morning when I woke up, I became really emotional because I knew we were doing this for cancer, but it was stuck there. But when I woke up this morning, it was another story. I was feeling all kinds of ways before I came here, to be honest with you. And the way I found out, I knew that my mom had cancer because she had told me. And then a year later, I had found out while I was sleeping that she's diagnosed again with cancer. And I woke up to her saying to one of my aunties, I don't know how I'm going to tell my children. And that's how I knew that it was the end of the road. There was no coming back. There was no cure. This was it. I'm 17 years old. I'm not going to have a mommy anymore. And that's how I found out. But there's one way that I dealt with cancer, because it's rife in our family. I mean, my older sister had it. She's fine. She's a cancer survivor. My aunties, my uncles, everyone. Sy gaan aan mekaar na funeral toe van 'n different soort cancer. Ek het geweet jy dat cancer sien maar. Sy kry dit. But I had a decision when my mom passed away. It was either I was going to become a success, and out of all the industries. Ek moet nou die hardste industrie gaan vat. Julle, oh my God. I took the hardest industry, but how I actually was discovered by singing was at my mom's funeral. I sang there for the first time. I was in a choir all the years, and then I didn't sing lead. I was just a backup singer for years choir, and then at my mom's funeral I sang, and there wasn't a dry eye in the audience, and that's how I knew that this was my destiny. So I actually want to sing something that we didn't practice yet. Once again, but this song got me through the trials and tribulations. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and longs for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he, for his eyes on the sparrow. Oh, and I know he watches me. So I sing because I'm happy. Yes, I sing because I am free. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. So I sing because I am happy. Yes, I sing because I am free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches. How I know he watches. Yes, I know he watches over you. Woo! Thank you so much. It was good being with you. My stem is bizar om te gaan. But boys, let's do the last song. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for donating. Thank you for making a difference. We love you. Thank you so much. all been said before, you know. So why don't we just play pretend, like we're not scared of what is coming next, or scared of having nothing left. Look, don't get me wrong, I know there is no tomorrow. All I ask is if this is my last night with you, you better hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me a memory I can use. Take me by the hand while we do what lovers do. It matters how this ends. 'Cause what if I never love again? I don't need your honesty, it's already in your eyes, and I'm sure my eyes, they speak for me. No one knows me like you do, since you're the only one that matters. Tell me, who can I run to? Look, don't get me wrong, I know there is no tomorrow. All I ask is if this is my last night with you, you better hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me a memory I can use. Take me by the hand while we do what lovers do. It matters how this ends. 'Cause what if I never love again? Let this be our lesson in love. Let this be the way we remember us. I don't wanna be cruel or vicious, and I ain't asking for forgiveness. All I ask, all I ask is if this is my last night with you, you better hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me a memory I can use.
Hi everybody, back in the studio. I'm quickly going to share a few pledges that we just received. Aiden, it is going a bit slow, but we are receiving a few pledges, and I wanted to share two special ones with everybody watching and everyone in the studio. The first one is from Lynn Koch and Ricardo Koch. They are donating and pledging 365 Rand in honor of their dad, Olive Koch. Lynn says the pledge that, or the message that she sent says, the 365 Rand represents a Rand for each day of the year in honor of Mr. Olive Koch, who passed on from lung cancer on the 7th of March 2015. My dad, Olive Koch, worked hard every day of the year to provide for us. And that is from Ricardo Koch and Lynn. Thank you so much for your pledges. I hope you guys are warm and you're enjoying the concert. I appreciate you guys sending through the pledges in memory of your dad. Then we have another pledge that we received, and this is from our very own Bridget Brukman from Brukman Consulting. And as we know, Bridget lost her husband Hilton not so long ago. Bridget is pledging 200 Rand as well in memory of Hilton. Thank you, Bridget, for your gesture. And like I said to you, I'm going to match your 200 Rand. So thank you so much. I hope that everybody is still sending in their pledges. And just in case you don't know where to send your pledges, you can send us a WhatsApp on 060-379-0094. Enjoy the rest of the concert. Chat to you soon.
That's Fadwa Walker, who is back at CANSA headquarters, and they're manning those phones, the pledge lines. They're keeping an eye on what's happening on the WhatsApp. You hear there, it's not about tens of thousands that we need pledged or committed at any one point. It's those little heartfelt donations, a couple of 100 Rand here and there, 365 in one case, Rand for every day of the year. 200 Rand, 500 bucks, 50. I mean, if that's all you can give, it's about giving with not only the right spirit, but giving what you're able to give with a clear conscience. It's Lockdown Live, Cansathon 2020. It's been an emotional roller coaster. We've as much as the entertainment has been piping hot, we've heard from virtually each of the performers up here just how personal these performances are. It's in memory of somebody that they've lost along the way, or somebody's life that's been touched by this scourge of cancer. And remember, cancer can be beaten if you and I all do our bit. So we're not asking you to pay for the show. We've laid the show on absolutely free of charge. The team at Brukman Consulting have put the plan in place. The team at Penny Lane Studios, Aki Khan and his team, they've laid on a world-class set for us to be able to do what it is we are doing. And all it needs of you is to make that pledge and then to follow it up with the necessary payment. So we'll leave that part to you to decide if it's 20 bucks, 50, 100, perhaps a little bit more as your circumstances dictate. The talent on stage this evening is a gift to you, and your gift in return is whatever you're able to give. One of the gifts we gave you was Robin Peters. Come back here quickly.
Hi, Aiden.
Hello, how's it? A person must now wear masks and social distance and stay away and so on. I mean, these are strange times. You've not been in the industry perhaps as long as some of the people who've been on stage or are to come. But I mean, this is uncharted territory for all of us. We've never in the entertainment business lived through a period like this where no one can work and no one can earn.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. I have no words. Like when we heard it was Corona and it was elsewhere, we were like, we're not going to be touched by this. It took one person to come from Italy to disrupt our whole lives. And not even a person from Italy, a person from South Africa that was in Italy.
And I mean, look at where we are, many months down the line. But it's, and you shared your story with us, and it was, I don't think anybody could have been untouched by just how personal this cause is to you. But there's something very special when artists are earning no money. I mean, nobody in the city is okay. Maybe Mark Lottering was a flash in the pan, but other than that,
we know he's watching. So
Mark, pledge. But I mean, if there's got to be something in your mind that says I'm prepared to come and work, even when I'm not being paid, because there's a cause that needs my money. I mean, that's a very powerful proposition. This is not this is not an untalented lineup we've assembled here today. So for you guys to say, we want to support this cause means it touches at the heart, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's very difficult. Like you said, for us, it's extremely difficult. There's nothing coming in. But we're trying. I think everyone is trying, all the artists are trying to do their bit and get on board to give back to the community. So I think that's part and parcel why we are here today. I'm very tired. I'm not going to lie to you. We've had a series of concerts in this while, so it's getting to me now. But I wouldn't be anywhere else but here, celebrating with everyone here, online. See you guys.
And what's it like? I mean, I saw you pour your heart out to the 3 cameras that we have. I mean, I'm the only audience member other than the crew. All of you have laid on superior performances, but there's nobody in the venue to see you. I mean, this is...
Ek
moet nou skree aangaan. I'm shouting like a woman in some cases, and then like an old man, just to give you an idea. His mense hier.
No.
But it's it's hard to perform for that unseen audience. We know they're there. They're there on YouTube. We can see the comments. They're absolutely loving it. But it's not easy to perform to that level with no love back.
No, you know what? The first time I did this, it was scary. Ek het geskit net so. Because normally I...
Weet jy hoe jy geskit?
Net so.
Okay.
I was nervous because I didn't understand it. I couldn't understand it because normally as ek nou iets vergiet of 'n lyric vergiet, dan is net so, you sing. As iemand you sing hier, you must know your stuff. You must know your stuff. And you know what? You get so... So word aangepoer as jy audience het, man. It's like they love you. So jy kan net enige iets doen aan skree hulle. En hier is dit, no, it's not that kind of party. Sing.
Yeah, I mean, don't ask me to sing, that's for sure. The next time you're at a performance, after COVID and we're back in venues, and I don't care who it is, I'll Celine Dion say, you sing. We paid, you sing.
Okay, I gave the secret away
you
now.
You gave the secret away. When they put that mic to us, complete silence.
Yeah. Or you could be like Salome and just sing your own song wrong.
Yeah. Well, we've got quite a bit of that to come in the next while. And you know what? What's your message? There are people who maybe aren't convinced that they need to pledge. I made the point earlier. Even if you get given a comp, which this is, you've still got to get yourself to the venue. You must still pay for the parking. Even if you get a comp at Grand Arena, it's $10 to get into that venue. That's your parking. Even if that's all you contribute today, if it's the money you would have spent before the show, after the show, getting something to eat or whatever the case might be, we've given people an amazing product, and all they need to do is just give a little bit back, right?
Yeah, cancer, it definitely affects each and every one of us. We must know someone in our family. We must know a friend. We must know what they went through. And there's a lot of people who can't afford medical aid and they can't afford these types of things. So that is why we are here today, because we want to raise funds for cancer, because it's not an easy thing to see someone pass away right in front of you, and there's nothing you can do. So I'm asking you, please, if you can, even if it's a 50 Rand, that is going to help. If it's 100, if it's 1,000, even better, whatever you can give. I've always said this in the previous lockdown lives as well. Whatever you can give us, we will appreciate. We don't expect an amount. We don't expect you to give all of your money, but just a small bit to help us along, and we will appreciate it very much.
Fantastic. What's next for Lockdown Live? I know we've had a talent show that I was involved in. There's Cansathon. What next?
I'm going to have to regroup and rethink, but there's a couple of ones coming. I have to watch my social media. I think Claire's coming. I think Noor is coming. So we'll see. Yeah, I have to think about it. And ik moet nog gaan rethink now. Because I need to make it bigger.
Okay. Now there's a lot coming means hy het niks in sy brein. That was a you sing moment. It was one of those you sing. He doesn't know, he's making it up on the spot.
But this week we will have something.
Robert, top class, thanks a million, mate. Listen, it's fantastic being on a stage again. It's fantastic seeing our immensely talented artists, and we're blessed in the city. We have some of the finest this country has to offer. They are a cut above the rest, and to see them in their element with you supporting them, the amount of love we're getting on the YouTube channel is just indicative of what people are feeling and thinking. This is the new normal. I mean, we're all walking around, we've got face masks. My one looks like this. That was my Cyril Ramaphosa moment there. Lag vir Cyril en dan gebeur dit. There we go. I grew up in Mitchell's Plain, and the number of times I got called hondkop, say hondkop, I figured that this would be the perfect mask under the circumstances. But I mean, listen, it's abnormal times, and we're all subjected to them. We wear masks. We don't leave home without them. Many of us have more than one. Our cars are full of them. We've got them at home. We've got them at work. We need to be sanitizing, and even in a performance like this, as intimate as it is with this amazing band, everybody's social distanced. It's just the way the world needs to operate. But it doesn't stop us from bringing you the very best of entertainment, and it doesn't stop you from playing your part. All the details on the screen. We'll ask you, please, once again, just to dig deep. All the proceeds from this performance going to the Cancer Association of South Africa, CANSA. On that score, let's take another message that'll perhaps give us the context for why we are here today.
I relay for change for myself and my family, other survivors, those who have passed on.
She was only 3 months old when I discovered my lump. I think we kind of made a pact together after that, you know, we're going to fight. My cousin was involved with Relay for Life, and she introduced me to it. I met a lot of other survivors. So I decided to start my own team with my family members and friends.
Someone said they relay for birthdays, and to me that's really special because I turned 30 this year, and I was crying all day. I was crying all day because 3 years ago I never thought that I'd see my 30th birthday. So more birthdays, more bedtime kisses and stories and long walks on the beach, more time.
No matter what your age, no matter what your race, no matter your background or your status, there's always hope.
And I think it's that message that just drives it home. It's that message of hope, and the little bit of money you're able to give translates into just that added hope for another person, and by extension, another family, and another network of people, and perhaps even just another community. So give as you are able. We love the fact that you're commenting. We love the fact that you're enjoying the performances. People are demanding repeat performances, full-length concerts I'm looking at the stuff on social media. When is Claire Phillips doing a full show? When can we see more of Noor? That is to come. Don't worry. There'll be more than enough opportunity for the artists to showcase their talent. But for tonight, the challenge is to translate these performances into an increase in the bank balance of the Cancer Association of South Africa. So please make use of every means at your disposal to do just that. Spread the word. We've still got a little bit, a message for me on SnapScan. Okay. 1,000 Rand received via SnapScan. Thank you very much. Craig Hendricks, top class. Okay, so we're over 15,000 bucks. Is that where we are right now? On SnapScan only. That's not the money that people have WhatsApped and have pledged and so on. So there we are. Let's see how much more we can make. We've still got the better part of another 40 minutes or so. So let's see what we're able to do in that time. One more command performance. And I said this earlier. Each of the performers we've had on stage, they're talented enough and they've got enough of a musical history in the city to be a headline artist in each of their rights, his or her own right. We started with Noor Abrams, who set the tone brilliantly. Claire Phillips, with her unique style of singing and vocal mastery. Tonvino Prince, he's a prince by name, but he's the king of the saxophone, that's for sure. And then we had the incredibly talented Robin Peters. It leaves us with one performer. There are words that I could use to describe our next performer. I could use adjectives like grace and poise and sophistication. But I would be describing somebody else. They are words I could use, but they won't describe this person. She's very close to my heart. You know, like sometimes in your armpit, you get that itch. And when you scratch it, you get lekker. It's like a lekker itch. This is what she means to me. She is somebody of immense emotional capacity. She is somebody who is able to set a stage alight. And just when you imagine her on a stage in London, in New York, in Sydney, in Amsterdam, she will do something that'll have you believe that she can turn every stage into Mitchell's Plain. She has the unique ability to transform any audience, and she's about to do that right now. Gives me great pleasure at this point to introduce to you my friend, and if your armpit starts itching, she'll be your friend too. Let's give it up, please, everybody, for Salome!
Good evening, everyone. Gaan jy skryf vir my, Aiden? Want die is baie. It's very daunting. Yeah. I know you were waiting for that, big words of mine. But I'm going to do an old-time favorite song that everybody loves. So go ahead, Royce. Gave you the best years of my life, and I gave you a woman who stood by your side through all your ups and downs, your rights and all your wrongs. And God knows there's been wrong. I should have been long gone, but when I made you that promise, for better or worse, I said I'll stay by your side and swallow my pride. But now you're asking me to understand, and I'm telling you that I can't. Why should I care about your feelings when you don't give a damn about mine? It's about to go down Mitchell's Plain. Well, I don't want to know. Couldn't care less about your feelings. Don't you know? You should have cared more about mine, and I don't want to know. It really doesn't matter why you're leaving. You should know. You really thrown away your life, and I won't sympathize. You hurt me for the last time. I've got no tears left to cry, and baby, gave you 3 hearts. One boy and one girl, and a kumnaraman. A woman who loves you, kum join it nara. Sitting here falling apart, all through your ins and outs, your fears and all your wrongs. Oh, it's Sue, and God knows there's wrongs. But we have given you a home, and you threw it away, baby. Oh, for some your children. There's nothing to explain, but still you're asking us to understand. I'm telling you we can't. Why should we care about your reasons when you're walking right out of our lives? And I don't want to know. Hey! I couldn't care less about your feelings. Don't you know? You should have cared more about mine, and I don't want to know. Hey! It really doesn't matter why you're living. You should know. You really thrown away your life, and I won't sympathize. You hurt me for the last time. I've got no tears left to cry and say goodbye for all the love and memories. Hey, one last time, one good look at all the love that brought me in your life and say goodbye. I hope that you will be happy, yeah. And don't look back, 'cause it will be too late. I've gone on with my love. Well, I don't want to know. Hey! I couldn't care less about your feelings. Don't you know? You should have cared more about mine, and I don't want to know. Hey! Really doesn't matter why you're living. You should have known. You really thrown away your life, and I won't sympathize. You hurt me for the last time. I've got no tears left to cry. Yeah. Ooh, in die skare. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ek is so bly jy het gesing, Aiden. Thank you. Want jy het die gawe gekry wat ons gekry het hier, Robin. I want to do a special song for a very special friend of mine, one of my best friends, Berenice. She's celebrating 16 years of being free of cancer. So this is one of her favorite songs and happens to be mine as well. So let's go, baby. Ek kan 'n jazzy kind of girl ook raak, hoor, Aiden. I don't mind when you say that you're going away. I just don't wanna be lonely. And I don't care if we share only moments a day. I just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved and needed, depending on to give the love I can't give. When you're gone, when you're gone, I just don't wanna be lonely. Rather be loved. Yes, yes. I'd rather be loved. I don't mind when the time ik maak je op the sun to the moon. Ik maak je op. Just don't wanna be lonely. Let the staff find you there, baby, at the end of the room. I just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved and needed, depending on to give the love I can't give. When you're gone, when you're gone, I just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved. Yes, yes. I'd just rather be loved, baby. I just rather be loved. 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 Ooh. Guys, give it up for the lovely band, yeah. I can hoor hoe klap julle hande daar is. But yeah, so like Aiden was saying, we are all doing this for good cause, and please go out and pledge for cancer. It's something very dear to me as well. Like I said, I've got a best friend who's celebrating 16 years of being free of cancer. So, ons gaan nie emotional raak nie. Noor het klaar hy gedoen vir my. So, ek gaan nie emotional raak nie. You know? Ons is besig om te party. Wat is vandag Saterdag, nee? Mense raak ons heeltemal die mekaar nou in die dag. Ja, so vibe. Gave you the best years of my life, and I gave you a woman who stood by your side through all your ups and downs, your rights and all your wrongs. And God knows there's been wrongs, but we've given you all. Ja, nou sien jy nou daar, daar moes ons ophouden. Wacht, sorry. Hij is zo'n andere song. Hij is de eerste song. Het is een andere song. Oh, het is een andere song. Oh, ja. Oh, nee. Wat zijn dat? Die persoon gaat weken van mij. Nee, nee, rerig wel. Nee, rerig wel. Wat is de song nou weer? Ja, maar nou. That's ja, en ik voel het in mezelf goed. Wat Robin gaat nou weer met mijn stangen, man. Maar anyway, ik is val. Gelukkig maar nog praat van mij. That's what I do best. I know that you've lost your way. Yes. You need to find that somewhere you belong. Yes. You've been running from yesterday. You stumble and you fall sometimes till love comes shining through. And I will be waiting there for you. 'Cause what I do best is love you like a woman loves a man. I can love you more than any other woman can. So trust and I will pull you through, and let me do the rest. 'Cause loving you is what I do best. Time, there'll be enough time to spare. But if you let me, I can turn your world around. Oh yes, I will. Time and love is more than enough to share. We can climb the highest mountain forever and again. Oh yeah. So open your heart and let me. 'Cause what I do best is love you like a woman loves a man. Oh yeah. I can love you more than any other woman can. So trust and I will pull you through, and let me do the rest. 'Cause loving you is what I do best. Hey! The tears you cried before has disappeared. But if they come again one night, and if the darkness hides the light, what I do best. Yes, is love you like a woman loves her diamond. I can love you more than any other woman can. So trust and I will pull you through and let me do the rest. 'Cause loving you, everybody say, yeah, loving you. One more time, one more time, one more time. Yeah, rapat say bridges para moto. Loving you. One more time. Ay, na Aiden. Los ma. Loving you is what I do. Nou die nommer. Jesus, die woorde, het goed dank die woorde. Hey, die nommer kan ek nou nie. Die nommer. O drummer. Hierdie nommer kan ons op môre hoor. Ooh, ja nee, ons nou klaar. You know that song, I don't want to know what it is, but just so in my defense, it actually sounds a lot alike. You know, so in my defense, it's anyway, I'm going to do one more song. The song was written by Mr. Mark Lottering. I always thought that Aiden Thomas would one day write a song for me, but clearly hy is goed in sulke dinge nie. Hy is goed nou in MCS and so man, you know. But Mark Lottering wrote the song. It's from the musical Until Mill, It's a Girl. The song was #1 on SA Top 10, and everybody's just loving the song. It actually speaks volume at volumes. Is it volumes? Volumes. Anyway, Jay, soms is my dictionary, Vijay. Maar in elk geval, want alles is so complicated nowadays, so... Aiden is regtig een van my grootste fans, guys. Ek betaal eens vir my fan te wees. But anyway, let's keep on pledging. We're going to do one more song, and that's it. So, you've got questions about my life. Oh, you would like to know what I've been up to. You want to offer some advice. You saying maybe I should change my crew. It's complicated when you try to box me in, gets me frustrated. Baby, you should know by now it's complicated. Honey, what you think of me, it's overrated. I am more than what you see. See, when you open up your eyes, see, the whole picture is more than black and white. When will you start to realize I could just never be what I despise? It's complicated when you try to box me in, gets me frustrated. Baby, you should know by now it's complicated. Honey, what you think of me, it's overrated. I am more than what you see. Life's not easy, but here I am, and I'm here to stay. You see, I'm built that way. I won't blend in, I won't be understand. It's complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated. When you try to box me in, gets me frustrated. Baby, you should know by now. It's complicated. Honey, what you think of me, it's overrated. I am more than what you see. I am more than what you see. I am more than what you see. It's complicated. Thank you so much, everyone.
The main purpose of our work here is to provide for others.
They already go through a process with this cancer, with the treatment. And so we want them to just focus on themselves.
Just allowing people to be who they are.
We don't want sympathy. We must treat us like a normal person.
Hier wordt het behandeld zoals de mij is.
It's home away from home, but it's also a pity and his son for hulle.
Everybody comes and says, oh, your house is so beautiful. I feel so at home.
The most beautiful part of Eikhof is that everyone shares their problems with each other.
There's a commonality here. Most people here know that everybody has cancer. You're not hiding away from it. From the moment you step into the store, you're part of rehabilitation. We want to expose you to new skills that you would never have done before and challenges that you wouldn't have done. And we introduce healthy meals. It's very colorful. We try to introduce a lot of vegetables daily.
I remember my first meal that I cooked. I made fried fish with salads because it was very hot that day. Although they say we mustn't get emotionally involved, you can't otherwise. They are like your children, they're still child. When they don't feel well, you also don't feel well.
We laugh, we cry, but we also mop up the tears and we continue on. And that's the important thing, is that you allow to express yourself and be who you are.
I always crack a joke. I will serenade for them, sing and dance for them.
We have a 9-seater Quantum that provides safe and comfortable transport from the care home to the treatment centres. It is such an important service to our residents because it makes life easier for them, especially while they are undergoing the cancer treatment.
By die huis gaan jy nie so gou aansteek soos jy hier sal aansteek met die rus wat jy hier kry.
People feel nurtured and they feel like they're ready for the next phase of their life.
Almal is ver van die lys af. En ons help waar ons kan.
We like a big family here.
It's like a bond. It's someone that cares for you.
I can never repay them. For my stay for 6 weeks, I can never repay them. We feel very proud of our little Eikhof.
Whether you are a cancer survivor, whether you are a volunteer, whether you are visiting for a short time, it really, really, really changes your life.
Absolutely incredible. Just watching that video, I think it drives home why we've gathered today, and absolutely incredible. I'm looking at some of the pledges coming through. In February, pledging 1,000 Rand in memory of his wife. Kurt Skaltz, watching up in Pretoria, pledging 1,000 Rand. People matching, we had Bridget Brukman of Brukman Consulting pledging 365 Rand, and very many others are pledging exactly the same amount of money, and they're saying that's what they'd like to do. Denver Polis saying that's the money I'd like to pledge in behalf of my late friend Sean Harry. And so it goes, just very moving, touching stuff on the line. Tracy Paulser pledging and challenging a family in memory of those they lost to cancer. And so it goes, just on and on. People who are, my pledge was made on behalf of me and my sister Renee George in loving memory of our late mother, who passed away from cancer 30 years ago, forever in our hearts. And I think perhaps what we should never lose sight of is the ones who are gone forever, but they can live on forever. And perhaps in their honor, we're able today to make a contribution in the best way we can. Okay, let's get Salome back up here quickly. Didn't get a chance to speak to her. Hello, lady.
Social distance.
Yeah. I always stand far away from you.
Yes.
In any case, just in case people think I know you. Nee, maar dink jy mense ons ken mekaar?
Of just smaak my.
Of so, yeah. Anyway, you won't be that lucky, dear. Now, what have you been up to in lockdown? What's been going on in your life?
I haven't been doing
It's complicated?
much. It's been really complicated, really. I've started knitting.
Okay.
And I've started reading books, which is not my thing, but yeah. It's been very hard, man, for me. Jy weet mos ek is diabetic en so Rosie hou my net so nie huis in. Verstaan jy? But it's really been tough. I have days where I actually feel like I don't even want to sing anymore because I don't want to go out, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm so scared. And just yesterday somebody actually, because I always ask God, wys my is dit die regte besluit wat ek gaan doen. En gister toe het 'n vriendin van my 'n boodskap gestuur van haar ouma het afgesterf van coronavirus. En toe stuur sy vir my die auntie is 89. Sy is mal vir haar, nie mal vir jou nie, mal vir Clarence. Might I add? But anyway,
89, that's about the age of his average listenership, yeah. So that's fine. You didn't.
toe stuur sy nou vir my nou die what do you call it nou, die obituary, what do you call it?
Yes.
Ja, so move. Anyway, toe stuur sy nou en sy sê Salome lees dit. En een van die songs is It's Complicated. It's the auntie's favorite song. So she gets up in the morning, every morning, to listen to it and to wait for that song. So that was kind of validation for my validation.
Sy het groot woorde, daunting obituary and validation all on one night.
My vrou is 'n Engelse vrou.
Jou Engels is op nou vir June. Praat weer Engels in July.
Ek moet meer lees, boeke lees. But anyways, yeah, that was validation to me, Aiden. And, I'm just going to carry on what I do because I see that I do make people happy with my God-given talent,
Completely.
Yeah.
You are looking amazing. I see at one point the camera was focused. Can we just get a shot of Salome's shoes here? I mean, just look at these are kilo shoes. Are you up to date with the installments?
Kyk hier man. See, corona, lockdown. Kyk wat maak lockdown.
Nou, asseblief, hou weg. Hou weg. No man.
So yeah,
Ek het nog nie geëet eers op 'n leemag, moet jy vir my wys nie.
I must say, you know, I performed on Robin's show, Lockdown. What's it, Lockdown? Live.
Live, yes.
So I wasn't asked, and they didn't want me. I mean, I didn't even have a chance to say, nah, man, ek smaak die besigheid doen nie man. But anyway, I was forced into it. But anyway, I did it. And so now I'll be doing my own show.
Right.
Yes, on the 5th of July, which is this coming Sunday. Yes, Sunday. It's Tea with Salome. Fancy goedes, wat ons sê daar.
Okay.
Sassy Bakes, have you ever heard of Sassy Bakes?
I've heard of it now.
Yes, hulle het baie lekker koekdai, my vrou maak. And then Yusuf Daniels will give some books away. He's the writer of the book called, what is it? Lekker something. Ooh, Loving Lekker. Thank you, Royston. Loving Lekker, Yusuf Daniels. And then I'll also have a lady who will be singing. She's from Lentige, my hometown. So she'll be singing and she'll be telling her story about depression. And so it's going to be something different, you know, talking with me and so Anta and so tea drink. Yeah, and fancy cups. And
Lovely.
Get a fancy cup of drink tea.
I can see you with a coffee mug, so with a big handle, but not with a dainty teacup. No, not at all. No, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that the lockdown has not gotten you down. I mean, you look good. You sounded incredible up here. I mean, there are not very many people who will sing the same song twice when you are only singing 4 songs. That you will now sing that same song twice. But that's Salome. She just redefines what performance is all about. Listen, I think we can give the people one more, hey? Yes, I think we can just end it. You don't have a choice, was like they say. I see Robin floating, so I'm going to get him up. I'll sing backup.
No, please don't.
I tell you what, let's
stick to radio, boy.
Let's end the show in the best way we can, and that's with 2 of Cape Town's top performers playing us out. Take it away, guys.
Thank you. Like a warrior that fights and wins the battle, I know the taste of victory. Though I went through some nights, some by the shadows, I was crippled emotionally.
Somehow I made it through the heartache. Yes, I did. I escaped. I found my way out of the darkness. I kept my faith.
I know you did.
I kept my faith.
When the river was deep, I didn't falter. When the mountain was high, I still believe. And the valley was low, it didn't stop me. No, no, I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me. With a relentless desire, I kept on searching. Sure inside my eyes would meet like a visions of fire. The hurt is over. One touch and you set me free.
No, I don't regret a single moment. No, I don't.
I know you don't.
Looking back, I found my way out of the darkness. I kept my faith.
I know you did.
I kept my faith.
When the river was deep, I didn't falter. When the mountain was high, I still believe. When the valley was low, it didn't stop me. No, no, I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me. So we were drawn together through destiny. Ooh, boy, I know this love we share is meant to be. I knew you were waiting. Ooh, hey,
Knew you were waiting.
I knew you were waiting for me. Yes, I didn't falter. No, I still
showstopper. I don't even deserve to be on the same stage with these guys. It's absolutely incredible. I'm just looking.
Glad you know that.
I'm looking at some of the comments. Made my pledge in memory of my dad, Glenn Adams, who lost the lung cancer battle in November 2018. Miss my dad tremendously. And so it goes. Caroline and Gerald pledge 500 Rand in memory of our family who have all gone home. You know, the messages are just pouring in thick and fast. Somebody saying, I pledged already. And then Salome started singing, and I pledged again. So there, you know, that gives us some idea of just how it's going. I'd like to pledge 450 Rand towards Cansathon. I don't have anyone specific in remembrance, but supporting you guys in your efforts. Great show from Selwyn Adenal. Barry and Sylvia Dennis would like to pledge 500 Rand in memory of their beautiful Cindy Dennis Curl, who passed away 5 years ago at the age of 32. And the message is just pouring in thick and fast. Michelle Thomas Properties pledging 1,000 Rand for Hillary Palmer fighting cancer and her cousin Roy, who lost the battle. It's just personal journeys, journeys that have just been, I think, entered into as a result of maybe some of the videos that we've shown over the course of the show. We'll play a few more of those, and we'll ask that if at some point you felt moved to give but didn't quite complete the admin, maybe you needed to get up to go and turn the meat and didn't quite get that pledge done, please just complete the loop as best you're able. The entertainment on the stage was world class and it was free of charge. You're not going to find that anywhere in a rush. And all we ask is that you give your love in the form of a contribution to CANSA, the organization. The details are still up on your screen. So on behalf of all of the artists who are chommeling behind me, Salome, Robin, Noor Abrams, who was here a little bit earlier. We had Claire Phillips and the incomparable Don Vino Prince. A massive, massive thank you to them. Thanks also to the team here at Penny Lane Studios. Thanks to them for laying on just a world-class visual experience. Brukman Consulting for putting it all together. My name is Aiden Thomas. It's been my privilege to have guided you through what's happened here today. Hey, that's what I like when I say my name.
Aiden, you were fantastic.
En jy die selfe nommer 2 keer gesing. And I only work with professionals normally, but I make an exception with you, Salome. So here's the story. What we'd love for you to do is keep on pledging. Just keep on pledging. Let's raise as much money out of this initiative as we possibly can. Thanks so much for having watched. Thanks so much for being part of the experience. We'll see you on this platform with another production sometime really soon. Good night. God bless.
When I was growing up, we never used to hear anything about cancer. We used to think it was a disease for other races.
I have indeed been influenced by cancer in one of my friends, and she passed away last night.
My brother-in-law was misdiagnosed for a long time, and he had leiomyosarcoma. By the time that they actually confirmed what it was, it had already spread through most of his body, and he died not very long after that.
My PhD research was actually with adolescents with cancer, and I was absolutely astounded by what they'd been through and their resilience and their views on life at such a young age. It was quite a profound experience.
We had this ward which had many beds with women essentially dying of cervical cancer, and it was quite an undignified death.
Every individual, every person has the right to the best quality of care that medical science can provide. We don't have that situation in our country. We have gross inequities between private and public.
I think research is really important, and it came to me that research would help me answer the questions as to why is this happening. And it's not just answering the why, but then using those results to make a difference.
It's only when we zoom out a little bit and look at the whole system that we can begin to effect change that will make an impact on individuals' lives.
So it's very important that what we do and the services that we offer are evidence-based. So in terms of our health campaigns that we run, the service delivery that we offer to cancer survivors, and our advocacy efforts.
What drove me into it was trying to answer this question: what can I contribute to policy? What can I contribute to anything that can make somebody make an informed decision?
We often need to arm our advocates with research evidence.
What is really wonderful now is that we are getting much better hard facts, data, so that we can really tell people, if you have this, this is the risk, and these are the management options.
It's not only about the data, it's about the story behind the data. What message can you bring over through that data?
I think it's really important to have local funders so that we're driving our local agenda. We are asking and giving answers to questions that affect our communities.
My hope would be that it not only be a journal article, but that it be translated into real policy change.
Going forward, we'll be having very targeted projects on areas where there is an identified gap and need. I think this ultimately will enable us to have a much bigger impact in terms of our contribution to cancer control in South Africa.
I didn't think that as somebody from a purely mathematical background, I could be funded by cancer. And I'm happy that there's somebody who saw the value of mathematical models in cancer research.
Without the cancer funding, most of my work would not have been possible at all, I'm telling you.
From all the funders, they are nearest to my heart.
Cancer funding has been really, really important for the research in my lab, and it's also been important for the training, obviously, of postgraduate students. So I am really, really thankful to CANSA for the funding that they gave us.
For me to be funded by CANSA, I'm very grateful because it gives me the tools to absolutely apply my mind, collect samples, have them analyzed, and come to a conclusion. And it means it's research that matters.
We've brought the person back into research. There's far more consideration of the impact on an individual.
I'm Anthea Bingle. I am from Cancer Relay for Life Athlone, and I'm a cancer warrior.
I'm Astrid Abrams, daughter of Anthea Bingle. I am her only child that she gave birth to, although she has a lot of other children that she takes care of and loves. My mom is just someone who draws people. She's not going to talk about herself. She's not going to be boastful about the things that she does. But people just kind of draw towards her, and it's something amazing to kind of see. Because what my mom does is she becomes this fighter, almost like a little shrink, that everyone else can deal with this process with her in a positive way.
The first survival lap that I ever did, I was crying the whole lap. The amount of love, the amount of inspiration that you get on the track with other survivors. It was an acknowledgement that I've survived. As a family, we've got to know each other. We know each other's strengths, we know each other's weaknesses, we know when to step in, when to step back. And I think for me, the value of Cancer Relay for Life Athlone family is knowing there's somebody on the other side. So whatever you're going through, you don't feel that you are alone, because you know that there's always somebody on the other side.
It was so amazing to see how many people actually love my mom. My mom is in good hands.
To be a role model, not only to my daughter, but to other people as well. As an individual, I can only do so much, but as a collective, we can do so much together. I think that is my legacy that I would like to leave. There is always somebody on the other side, but you have to reach out. Live life to your fullest. to enjoy what you are doing, and just to embrace life. So whatever you're going through, you don't feel that you are alone. You know that there's always somebody on the other side.
I relay for change for myself and my family, other survivors, those who have passed on.
She was only 3 months old when I discovered my lump. I think we kind of made a pact together after that, you know, we're going to fight. My cousin was involved with Relay for Life and she introduced me to it. I met a lot of other survivors. So I decided to start my own team with my family members and friends.
Someone said they relay for birthdays, and to me that's really special because I turned 30 this year and I was crying all day. I was crying all day because 3 years ago I never thought that I'd see my 30th birthday. So more birthdays, more bedtime kisses and stories and long walks on the beach, more time.
No matter what your age, no matter what your race, no matter your background or your status, there's always hope.